To approve item 1117, which is the application of Tinita LLC, James W. McCann, agent for a Class B fermented malt beverage and intoxicating liquor license at 500 6th Street. The recommendation is that the application be granted. Alderman Kaplan.
Your Honor, I just want to explain why I voted against it at the committee level and why I'll be voting against it in council, because I received 2 phone calls, 2 letters, and 3 emails against it, and I received no votes in favor of it. And we had earlier denied a liquor license at the corner of Wisconsin and 6th because I didn't believe the facility was big enough for the establishment. And there are a number of reasons why I would vote against this. If it was an accordion bar, if it was a marching band bar, it has nothing to do with the facility that's going in there. I just believe that it doesn't fit the plan that I've heard explained about 6th Street since I've been on the council, of small restaurants, small taverns. This could support a large amount of people, and because of, I don't believe there's enough parking in the facility, in the neighboring area, and that's why I'll be voting no for it, and I just wanted to explain that. Thank you.
Alderman Mack.
Thank you, Your Honor. The committee deliberated long and hard on this one. It was deferred on several different occasions. I think the final product that we saw, the business plan from the applicants, was a good plan to move forward with. We listened to the objections of several of the neighbors on 6th Street. I had asked the city attorney if he could draft some sort of conditional agreement addressing those various issues. For example, noise, garbage, different things like that. Dress codes were built in. The applicant agreed to some very restrictive, probably the most restrictive agreements we've ever put on an establishment, one that hasn't even opened its doors yet, let alone one that's had problems in the community in the past. I think we hammered out a good agreement. I think this could be a real asset to the 6th Street area, bringing in some diversity to the area. Not only will it be a salsa club, but they will also be providing food there as a part of it. It's a lot different than a sports bar or a shot in, beer type of place. It's a completely different plan than what was proposed on the other end of 6th Street that we rejected, I believe, a year and a half ago. As for objections, we all received some objections from some people that own businesses on 6th Street, but we all also received some letters of support. I believe that the president of the Hispanic Business Association had emailed all of the committee members supporting this concept, this club. We also heard from an elderly lady that lived on the 1800 block of Wisconsin Avenue that came to our committee and said she thought it would be a great opportunity for people to come out and be able to dance. So I think we have we've built in some safety for those that had objections to it. We listened to what they had to say, and it's a very restrictive, conditional use on that, and I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Oh, excuse me. Alderman Shakur.
Thank you, Your Honor. In my opinion, I'd like to echo what the alderman of the 5th District has said, that there's been a lot of work done at this. But really, it's time for the 500 block of 6th Street to come alive. It's time for it to come alive. And I think with all the wonderful things that we're doing here within the city, we're working for intergovernmental cooperation, the neighborhoods, we're strengthening the neighborhoods, and as we had the education piece here today, and the downtown is very important to the survival and the attraction of the city. So it's time for the 500 block of 6th Street to come alive. Now, there's a lot of restrictions, there's a lot of conditions with this situation. And I think, and I know without a doubt that the Public Safety and Licensing Committee, this Common Council, and also our city attorney and the mayor If any of these violations are violated that has been negotiated, we will not hesitate to take strong and strict action. So therefore, again, I say it is time for the 500 block of 6th Street to come alive. So I ask that my colleagues pass this and we move forward and,
Oh, man, don't go there. Get a few lessons after they open up. Don't ever do that. Alderman Hilden.
I'm almost speechless, but fortunately, I'm not. The problem historically with a liquor license has been that it is easy to get and very difficult to take away. And that has led to problems not only in Racine, but probably all over the state. And I don't know how they license places in other parts of the country, but around here it's been a problem. And the fear was the business plan looks fine. It's going to be a dance club that also serves alcohol. It's not just going to be a place to come and drink and then go out and, you know, shoot up the neighborhood or whatever. It seems like a fine business plan. But what happens if the business plan doesn't work out and they change the way they're doing things, or all of a sudden the owner is left with a big lease payment, a big building, and a liquor license? In the past, that's caused us problems. Well, what we did is work out a situation where they are basically adhering to, in an agreement, their business plan. And they say if they don't, the license can be revoked. There are more restrictions on this particular place, and they don't even have their first dollar framed behind the bar. There are more restrictions on this place than there are in taverns where people have been killed. So I think it's that's that, and among other things, I support the license, and I think that we got about the best situation we can in terms of making sure. I mean, I don't have any reason to doubt the applicant, but this is sort of making sure, it's like an insurance policy, thank you, that that things will go okay, and if they don't, we won't be stuck with a problem, and that we can't get out of in time. So I support the license. Thank you.
Alderman Shields.
Yes, Mayor, my fellow councilman. I wasn't here a year ago when they denied someplace on 6th Street, but I'd like to see more diversity, not only in 6th Street or the 500 block of 6th Street, but through the whole city. So I hope that the Public Safety and Life Committee look at this all the way through the city, or whatever it takes, strict rules or whatever, but we be open-minded for diversity all over the city, and not just in certain area, or picking and choosing different organizations that we come up with reasonable answers to say it's all right for them to have a license, but it's not all right for another particular group of people to have license. So I hope we be consistent in what we do in granting license throughout the whole city.
I'd agree with that. Alderman Mosley.
Well, since I'm also on the committee, I might as well get my 2 cents worth in. As far as the place on 6th, that was about 6 months ago, and I was for it because he had a good plan, and this place was more like fear of the unknown, and I'm glad that everybody went along with, you know, seeing what was reality and what was from the past, which was nothing, and we voted for it.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? And the motion before you is to approve item. No, I'm not going to dance. 117. Roll call, please.
Alderman Shields.
Aye.
Bangenberg.
Aye.
Whitener. Aye. Anderson.
Aye.
Coe.
Aye.
DeHaan.
Aye.
Freedom.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Helding.
Aye.
Kaplan.
No.
Harris.
Aye.
Mack.
Aye.
Mozo.
Aye.
Shakur.
Aye.
The ayes have it. So ordered.